Hi everyone, welcome to EVE Talk, your weekly look at the EVE Online markets. I'm your host, delonewolf, and yeah, let's head over to the chair. Last week I've played quite a lot of PlanetSide 2 in the beta. I must say I'm enjoying it very much. It's a very fun game. You can always enter the action right away, and you get some nice large-scale battles, which is I think perfect for frapsing and making a few quick videos. So yeah, I've been playing that quite a lot and been taking it easy in EVE Online, recharging my batteries for the expansion. But let's have a quick look at what the market's been doing. Let's head over to the quick bar. I'll start off with the minerals, which is important for miners. Let's see. In station, I'm quickly, because the titanium chart is usually not very clear. 606 for the sellers, 598 for the buyers, so that's still around 6 ISK. Pretty stable. Pyrite slightly down, but then again you get some data points above the 20-day moving average. So we're still looking at 12 ISK, 1238 for buyers. That's actually a bit more of a margin, but I think that this sell order at 12 is an outlier. Yeah, the rest in the station 1242. Oh, you could actually simply buy those and try to resell them. Yeah, I'll take that one out. Just it looks dirty. 42.92. There we go. That's definitely some cheap ISK. Some cheap pyrite there, and this is the real situation, because sell orders usually are not below buy orders. But yeah, 1242, 1238, so 1240 for pyrite, pretty stable as well. Let's see, Mixalon 59.77. So yeah, we're looking at once again at 60 ISK. Yeah, exactly, and that should be. Well, it's decently stable, although it seems maybe that Mixalon is going down a little bit. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm guessing it went down from, well, that's just 2 ISK here in between this. So yeah, really that's just a band of around 2 ISK in between which Mixalon is moving. So I'd say yeah, pretty stable, pretty normal. I'll start off with Tech 3 here, which continues to drop. Just look at these data points, down, 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 and down towards 190 million, and it's already at 194 million for the sellers, 186,300 for the buyers. 7 to 8 million margin there. Yeah, the Tengu, it's going down because of the heavy missile nerf. The 20-day moving average seems to be flattening out, so it's possible that we'll see a settling at around, what would that be, just above 190 is probably going to be the price where I expect it to settle. Guardian for the Tech 2 markets. This one is swinging, let's see, pretty wildly actually. 160 million right here for the data points, and back down to 130, something like that. Market data 133, 124. 9 million, 8 million margin, something like that. That margin has closed quite a bit, and prices went down, I think, from last week for the Guardian. Let's have a look if I can find my pick of last week. Cruisers, advanced cruisers, logistics. Was it the Scimitar? No, I don't think it was the Scimitar actually, because 141, 138, which has been going down for 3 months on end actually, from 200 million to 140. I think it was the Basilisk from the Caldari. Well, it's also down, just quite a bit a more flat chart here, from below 150 to just below 130, so that's only a 20 million difference. Compare that to the Scimitar from 200 to 140, that's 60 million down. Interesting how the Amar one is fluctuating quite a lot and has just known an uptick, while the Basilisk and the Scimitar have been on a downtrend over 3 months, and quite a significant one. And the Oneros is a lot more stable, but I think that's because it's traded a lot less. We might see it be used a lot in the Alliance, in the tournament that's coming up though. If I'm not mistaken, it's a pretty popular ship there, so that might mean that the Oneros could be going up in price a little bit. The margin 8 million, something like that. Yeah, you could make some money, I think, in the Oneros. The Basilisk 131, 120 and a half, so 9.5 million ISK margin, and decently stable, I would say, over the last few weeks. So there's definitely still a decent margin. You could probably pick one up at 122 and sell it below 130 pretty easy for I don't know, maybe 5 million, 6 million ISK in profit. And it's probably traded enough. Let's see if I can show the table. Yeah, 30 to 40 get sold and bought every day here in Jita. So you could make some money still trading the Basilisk, I think, compared to the Amar one, which is going down quite decently actually. If it hits 120, I'd say you could stock up on a few Guardians, but at the moment there is definitely a break in this uptrend for the Guardian. So yeah, the Tech 2 market, it's very unpredictable, and it doesn't know as general a trend as a Tech 1 or Tech 3. I guess that is because you have to get some local production going. Pretty interesting. Let's get back to the quick bars, check out some Tech 1 ships like the Talos. Pretty stable, probably hanging around 80 million, yeah, 78 for the sellers, 76 for the buyers. No more margin on the Taloses, so that market has matured, and it's found its price around 77 million on average. So yeah, which is still a decent margin above production price. Let's have a look at a popular one, the Drake 47 in station 45. I'd say that's up a little. Well, the data points are up a little. The 20-day moving average is pretty stable here. So it looks like that one has settled down quite a lot as well. Galente fuel blocks, that one's on the uptick. Probably due to a foreign post I read, which is that Galente as interdiction from Goonswarm is back in there, and they're trying to make some money on oxygen isotopes again, which is of course a large part of Galente fuel blocks. So yeah, if you stocked up right there when it was below 14 ISK, you could make some money. It's already back at 16, no, price at 16,000, yeah, almost, and 14,000 for the buyers. Yeah, you could have made quite some money if you had stocked up below 14,000 ISK. So pretty good help there if the goons decide to continue this blockade of Galente ice production. This could mean an uptick for Galente fuel blocks, which I'm producing, so always welcome. Did I have everything? Well, I might quickly check out Megasites, still on a downtrend below 2000. Noxium though has known an uptick and is flattening out above 600 ISK, which is pretty expensive for Noxium, I think. Let's have a look at a 1-year chart. It's known this spike to 1000, then went way down below 500, and now it's above 600 again. While before this big spike it held on around 500, so the new price for Noxium is a bit higher than what it's been historically. That's pretty interesting. Let's have a look at Zydrine, slowly going down. So mining activity, because of the buff to mining, is I think slowly putting a down pressure on the price of all minerals, but it's not very pronounced yet. So we'll see if general activity can do anything about that. And then let's have a look at Plex, which is that the 3-month chart, still around 600. It knew quite an uptick, and then you can see from the red line, which is the 5-day moving average, that we knew a breaking point there when we had data points at 650. but now it's back on the upswing, a bit like I expected. Let's have a look at prices in local. 584 million for the sellers, 571 million for the buyers. That's still 13 million ISK in margin, which is a bit higher than what it usually is. I think around 10 million or just below 10 million, I think, is the normal margin for Plex. But yeah, it's back up on the upswing. I haven't played enough EVE to really look for a buying opportunity myself, so I haven't bought any Plex. But yeah, I think this move back up is a bit slower than what it was when it surged up towards 700 million. So this one looks like a pretty normal one that's going to go and continue the rise towards the expansion. So I think we'll see 600 million by the time early December, by the time the expansion hits, and then we'll probably see that that breakdown. Although right here you can see, if you can see the red chart, I'm not sure if you can though. You had a small top here, then an up rise again with basically a double top right around when the 20-day moving average started going down. And right here we've known that first top again. Let's see, when was this? Probably at around the expansion, or maybe just before it. I'm expecting to see a second top on the red chart, and then if it indeed mirrors, it's on a 1 year. On the 1 year chart, we'll see the 20-day moving average drop after that one, after the expansion. That's my opinion, of course, but I think it's pretty reasonable. If you can already see, you had a couple tops before this double top right here at above, and here also you had one top, another top. But this one looks pretty similar to that high one, so I don't think we'll see a top as high as this one again, above 600. We might see a second one around 600 million, and then I expect plexes to drop back down just due to the expansion, to people starting to use them. That wouldn't make sense, people starting to use them, but just because that's what historically it's been doing. And what might also help push down the price of Plex, which at the moment I think it's a lot of speculation really. I'd say more than half of the price setting is speculation at the moment, because people want to get that ISK. But the price of the tournament went down from 20 Plex to 10 Plex, so we might be seeing some more Plex coming to the market, which I expect will be after the expansion, to be honest, in order to mirror this chart. That's my expectation. I'm not sure of it. Of course, it's some crystal ball looking there on my part, but that's what I'm expecting. Anyways, that's it for this week, guys. I'll see you all next time.